Someone's in a cult. They're in a cult. Yeah, probably the Mormon church.
Listen to this.
Alright, so here we go. It is 3:02 p.m. Mountain Time here on YouTube and Facebook. I will be doing some focuses here on TikTok in just a moment. I haven't started it yet, but I'm about to get on there. It is December 10th, 2025. It's actually the fourth month and the first day of the Ethiopian calendar. Today is a big day for me energetically. According to connection of Hebrew 11, verse 40, this would be connected to that date and time phrase connection. So we're in the time frame that I was told things would happen in. So the fourth month, so tomorrow, yeah, all the way till this Saturday or Sunday. Don't forget you. And I got Spirit Box going. So that one's being weird. Let's do this. It's time to get into this function. A lot of fun things going on. What air? It's gonna be weird. Eugene. Who's Eugene? Okay, got this going. Yeah, yeah, it's getting hot in my place again. Yeah, they're trying to boil us alive again. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I've told my medical industry people I'll let them know. Pictures. It's interesting, or when I'm going to go do my live free streams, it's like they want it to be hot while I'm doing it. The energy, but it's about to switch. Amy, you think it's connected to Amy's energy? Could be. Yeah, there is a connection to Amy and other Amy. She did belittle me. She did belittle me. And that's connected to the state programs. She's connected to the government programs of workforce services. She's okay if people drink tea. She's evil. No, she promoted it. She said, go ahead and drink tea. She told people to drink tea. she basically allowed, instead of providing funds and food, she promoted the idea of doing that instead of doing what's right. She was promoting that. When I talked to her years ago, she screwed with my insurance and everything with the state, and she started the problem. She's part of the bad guys. That Amy, not another Amy. There's different Amys that are good, but that Amy, if that's what you're talking about, that could be her coming through the box. Yeah, I tried to tell her, and they were screwing with things, and she was allowing it to happen instead of doing the right thing. But what goes around comes around. Here we go.
Yeah.
What goes around comes around. It's going to backfire on her. There we go. Now we got this going.
Mr. Gray.
Yes,
No,
this is
no,
great.
no.
Nah, it is what it is. It is what it is. And that's the thing that a lot of them are lost about. Her and others are about to get in trouble. Dance? I'm not going to dance. Nice try, Spirit.
Trading.
Okay. Yeah, some of these spirit energies are coming in and they're bringing up all sorts of stuff. Okay, trying to get my.
Understood.
I'm understood. Yeah. It's kind of fun.
We have.
Oh, yeah. Now, if I do this, that'll be good. Stream. Okay, we're doing it, spirits. You can send a spirit and touch the spirits your spirit box. If you want to see who I really am, you can look at my bio.
No, you're in.
It's my. I go by spirit being myself because we all have a spirit within us, and it's a modality because words are spells. It's like playing a video game or different system. This whole world is a Truman Show based matrix world. So be the vibe you want to declare yourself as, and you become that. Okay, so we're doing some frequencies. So let's do it for connections here on YouTube, Facebook, and here on TikTok. Let me show you this out. Now, when I see people like a fly in the wall, I will call you out. And if you don't respond and tell me that you're a real person, I will call you out. Okay, let's get this out to different people.
About.
I always usually do. Okay, we're going to send this out. What about Jenny? Oh, you're wondering about Jenny?
Vendor.
She might show up.
From text on. Creature.
What creature?
How to get.
How again? Yeah, a lot of them are doing that right now, spirits.
Lot of rest. Many risk.
Alright, let's send it out to different people.
Type of font.
Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, I think we're good. Eventually we'll do the music as well. Someone keeps coming in and out. Biohacking life, that's interesting. I know some biohackers. I've talked to different people that work with bio awareness of healing. Yeah, it's always fun. So we're going with 174 frequency.
No.
Yeah. Spirits are always sometimes, or energy beings are always trying to protect what it says on there for some reason, and they said they're caring. So I think it's kind of a protective energy to protect what the tuning fork says. They're saying it's connected to the Vatican, though. You're saying the video system is doing that, not you. Interesting. Possible. Hey Diane, how's it going? I'm late. Yeah, I just got on, so you're fine. I just barely got on. I'm just going through different ones. I'm doing the frequencies on the YouTube and Facebook. Oh wow, the likes are the special TikTok event like system. Sometimes TikTok does it. Jenny, they were just asking about you. They said, "Is Jenny here?" Now one of them is saying, "Drat." Yeah, they were bringing up you, Jenny. They said your name. They said, "Where's Jenny? Is Jenny coming?" They wanted me to send a live to you. I was going to, but they're like, I said she'll probably show up, and then you did. Yeah, they were asking about you.
Are we friends?
They said, "Are we friends?" I don't know, Spirit. Who are you? I think one of the spirits are asking you if you and who you and them are friends. I would set boundaries. There's been secret little bad beings coming in here and there too. They've been going away though. So just be aware who you're claiming is your friend. Yeah, I've been busy. I just needed to take some time and ground, and sometimes I have to take a week or two to do that. And this week was crazy. It's funny because right when I do live streams again, it's hot again, and it was fine for a little bit. And now, right when I do live streams, it's getting hot again in our apartment. And one of my neighbors claimed she talked to housing and said that she was noticing a hot and cold situation with her. She feels like she's the only one calling them. And I said, I've called them. Others, I'm sure, are calling them. They just keep doing what they're doing. And so this individual that was saying that is always playing both sides. She's with housing and against them, and blah, 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 blah. And then she's not honest with other people, and so I don't trust her inside of what she was saying. But she claimed that she was noticing the hot and cold, and yet I saw her talking to one of the maintenance people outside, having fun, talking, smoking with them outside, her and them, and so she's playing both sides. But she claimed that she's trying to stand up for everybody in the building, but she hasn't. I'm the only one that really has, talking to housing, and some others have done it in their own way, but I've actually been doing it thoroughly. Anybody that will actually do something, that's who I've talked to. Others have done people that just keep not doing anything and getting anything done.
Night whispers.
So it's night whispers. Yeah, that's basically what they've done. Night whispers. They gossip at the corner in front of my window, up like 30 feet from where my window is, in front of the building, and it's crazy. And so I thought that was interesting. But I've told Val and them to see if they can do something. They usually do something. But I already know today is a powerful day because today is 41. 41, 41, 41. So today is the change. So, oh, what about the altar? So 4 and 1, are you talking about child of the light? They said something at an altar being a butt. Oh, they're talking to you, Diane. They're saying that the person that does the altar is being a butt. And so they're not here because of that. I don't know. One of them is saying she's dealing with stuff. Maybe she's dealing with her children. And so you know who I'm talking about, Diane. I'm not going to say it to everybody here, but you know who I'm talking about. That's why she's not here right now. They're claiming, they said, we're getting her. Okay. I guess they're going to wake her up and get her here. So there's your answer, Diane. They were responding to you. Yep. And so I caught on to that really quickly because I've been very peaceful and insightful today. So I'm catching on things that I wouldn't normally catch on to because they said I'm going through a change. And so I knew exactly what they were talking about when they brought that up. Yeah, I'm really insightful today. So if people have questions, it's a good time to talk to me about things. I can tell you exactly what you should be doing, but then it's up to you to make that choice. But I don't expect you to do what your heart tells you to. You don't have to listen to what I or others say, but I am very insightful today. Today is a big day. I've been feeling peace and enlightenment all day today since last night. And I've been like, I feel like I'm purified. I looked at myself in the mirror and I look amazing to myself. I'm like, I look awesome. And so I feel this change is happening in me, just like they said would occur. I just don't know what that means or what's going to happen, but I will know by Saturday and next week. Yeah. But I do have angels. They said angels were around. There's other beings that have been trying to mess around too. But my ears were like in high elevation. They popped, and then I was talking and hearing it. And then I drank some juice or did something, and it corrected. It's like I'm high vibed, like I'm in the mountains. You were stationed here, so I guess one of the beings was stationed here to cause that uplift in me. So I've been detoxing or uplifting and high vibing. My ears popped. My ears felt like I was in a high elevation, and then it calmed down. Freaking awesome! They said it's in the Bible. Oh boy, it says it's in the Bible. Okay, well that's interesting. Yeah, it's talking to for okay. So tomorrow. Okay, they're talking about tomorrow. So between tomorrow and Saturday. Yeah, I got it, spirits, angels. They're saying things are going to happen between tomorrow and Saturday. It starts today, but tomorrow and Saturday when things will start showing up. I lived right here. You lived right here. Interesting. Yeah, I got angels and other beings that stationed here. It said it's important.
For your wife.
Yeah, for my wife. Oh boy. They said for your wife. I'm like, oh great. Well, it did say that I might meet my soulmate or hear from her on Saturday, but I've been hearing that for like the whole month or two. They talk about 41, 41, 41. This is now. We're right on that day of the Ethiopian calendar of the first of the fourth month. Today would be that 41 time. I'm going to be 41 years old in January, so it could be between now and then. So between now and the 18th of January. But they said neurologically the 15th because that's when I was supposed to be born. Seems like, yeah. So there's a lot of interesting things. That she told you. Who told you? Everywhere. Yes, Jenny, everywhere. Everywhere. It's going to happen everywhere. Yes, she's good. Yeah, she is. Yeah. They're bringing up different responses to you all. They're saying stuff to me and to you. So if it resonates, awesome. Have any Java? Yeah, I got my juice next to me. This one is history. History. This one is history. Major one up. Yeah. Major one. Yeah, so they're talking about the connection to me in Hebrew 11 and things I had experiences since 2016 that I had a dream about or told about and saw the future, what was coming. And it wasn't a really great future. Then I saw some good ones and it's been changing. So I think we're getting a better future than we originally were going to get. Two? Yeah. Yeah, they're saying that there's two possibilities, but there's two ladies, two connection. Yeah, I'm at peace. Okay. Yeah, me too. I've been feeling that all day today, Spirit and Angels. For me, it's been amazing. Can you fork? I'm doing it. I'm doing the tutti forks. Which one do you want me to do, Spirits? I'm going through all of them. Right now we're doing 528. They said, we know. I know you know. But someone was asking, and I'm telling everybody else. You know it. So 432. They said pitchfork. So they said pick the fork. Hit the fork. They love it. I need learning new stuff. You've been okay. That's good. And Jenny, need is Eden. Eden is need. So when you need something, or when you say you need learning, you're basically saying that I've Eden learning. So you've been connecting with the garden of learning. That's good. Because go to the garden. As a holistic vegan, I'm going to tell people go to the garden because the garden is need, and need is Eden, and Eden is what we need. Right in the word. Amen. That's funny. I'm not for Amun Ra spirits, but nice try though. So 432. They said creature right when I said that. That's funny. Thank you for responding to the amen saying it's a creature. That's hilarious. They just said the daughter said it. Good job. See, they're very insightful right now. There's some that are bringing up stuff, and others that are responding to that brought up to correct it. Wow. Like today's just awesome. Yeah, there's a being among me that's protecting and responding to my energy awareness. So I have a protector. I have someone that's here that was stationed here, and they're vegan like me, or the energy of veganism. So I get vegan protectors, and they help out a ton. It's pretty cool. Or vegan angels. But 639, I don't believe or disbelieve, and I don't believe in the same religion way of angels and things. I'm more spirituality. I'm not religion. So you just have to be clear to that. To anybody listening in on Facebook or YouTube or others that are new to this info, just letting you know. All of you that've been here, you know what I'm talking about because I'm bringing up a ton. So 741 is Awakens Intuition. Now let's do something that freaks people out. This is shadow work, okay? So it's actually not really a bad thing to do, but some freak out and think that when you do 741 and 528 that you get a really bad frequency, and it's not true. The ecology, yeah, it's actually a positive frequency, and I've verified it several times. I love doing 741 and 528, but some flip out and they think that you're going to manifest stuff. So this gets rid of the religious people. When you do this, you get the people that believe in false sense of fear that are manifesting that belief of that frequency. Instead, it's good to set boundaries, but I love doing this. This scares the religious people. So you do 528. Yep, you heard the bowl. Yeah, and then you do 741. Now I'm doing 741. Now let's do the bowl together. I love doing this because it flips the crap out of people. Because they think, oh crap, no, you're summoning bad energy. Nope, nope, nope. 741 is Awakens Intuition, and 528 is actually repairs DNA. So I like to do shadow work where I've verified that what others have said don't happen. In fact, when I do the bowl, it has water in it. Your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs will create reality. So if you think negative, you're going to create that. But because I don't choose to believe in that, it's going to counter it. And I have protectors and other beings that help. So I like to do what's called shadow work. I'm not for cult mindset. When you think that certain frequencies will do certain things, you're going to create as though it's that way. So when you do this other, you can counter, but because people believe it, they may manifest it in a false sense of false lie. But that's good because then it breaks their awareness of where they really are to get them to think, are you really in the right mindset and heart set? And a lot of people that usually bring this to happen are usually people that aren't vegan. Anybody that's in the lower vibe energies, you're creating lower vibe energies and you're creating that distortion. I don't do that. And maybe it will show up for you, but it won't show up for me. And I don't want to believe that it will, though, for you either. Is it a fair? Yeah, Jenny can tap if she wants. It's up to her. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate it. If any of you want to tap, you can tap. Yeah, I'm not expecting it one way or another. It helps me so I can get out and get noticed more. But I never want to pressure anybody to do that, and I'm just letting you all know. But thank you, Diane, for suggesting others to do that. It does help, but at the same time, I'm here for others. I was researching DARPA BCI interference stuff. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. The spirit says that's very interesting. Yeah, it is. Kind of is. It kind. I'm not. I'm more about. I know about DARPA and stuff. That's connected to heart and other connections. DARPA and heart are very similar. Yeah. And they're all connected to each other. I don't like agree or disagree. I'm mostly for connections of medbeds, celestial chambers, and things like that, and anything that will actually work or heal. I've been in a low version of it. That's why I know they exist, because I've been in a lower version that did help to some degree, that started part of my awakening. That's when Christ self, higher self, hugged involved with me in 2017. But I did it in 2016 once. Then I came back in 2017 and other things happened. Yes, connected to military variations. I know. Yep. Saying something about military. Yep. You're ascending. Whoa, they just said you're ascending. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. There is some ascension happening. No fuck. Wow. It said no fuck. You're let's walk around.
We like some
They said we like Sam. Thank you. You're
Viennese.
telling me. That's why coins stick on my forehead. Oh, well, I don't know, Jenny. Did you take any of the Moderna Jabby Ruies? If you took the Jabby Ruies that are Moderna, they have been magnetizing people. I know Mars told me. Yeah, if you took the Moderna jab, then you could be connected to that. But they've been injecting Moderna in the foods. They've been injecting it with the jabs in the foods. If you're eating unalived beings, turkey and all of those things, you are now with that. Even if you didn't get the jabs, if you still ate the foods, they were injecting it in the foods. Just telling you. So even if you didn't get the jabs from them, you got the secondary versions of it through your foods.
Cool.
Yeah, they injected it in the turkey. They injected it. I have actually videos and stuff that people worldwide told me, doctors told me, that left the country and other places. I know exactly what they're doing. So they injected it in the foods that you're eating. So it's possible if you're eating turkey or eating unalived beings, then you may have gotten it that way. They put it in your so-called unalived foods that you're declaring as unalived food. So if you've been eating turkey or chicken, or if you ate Thanksgiving foods that you consider Thanksgiving, that's why I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, then you got it in you now. And that could be why you're magnetizing as well. I hope not. And you can still detox that if you did by pine needle tea and other connections, according to some subjects. You can do zeolite, zeoboost, things like that. But like I said, just don't go for unalive stuff. Go for alkalinity plants. It's different. There are patents. Yeah, nope. They're the same thing, Jenny. They're the same thing. They are the same exact thing. People used to push me aside and they're like, oh, he's telling the truth. They did their research. I talked to a blood doctor, worked at the Pentagon. I had cancer. I reversed it. I had can insertion. I had other things that were happening to me. I verified it with health professionals. They said, keep doing what you're doing. So I was able to reverse it by going alkalinity versus the other. I know exactly what's going on. So if you are doing that and you're taking in those foods, they have injected it in those foods and you're taking it in because it's on alignment. That's why they do it. It's witchcraft food. That's what it is. I try to tell you people, what do you think witchcraft is? It's siphoning. I'm talking about dark witchcraft, not the naturalist stuff. Yeah. Jenny, there is information on that. Do your research. You'd have no idea what's going on with the foods. The patents, what are patents? You need to know what patents are. Patents are in everything. Patents are them saying, oh, you can do this and that. They're trick you. Patents are controlling the system. These are deployed in 1993. Yeah, they've been doing these things for a while, Jenny. So whatever, if you're magnetizing in your head area and you're putting a coin to your head and it's sticking, that's because they put magnets in you, or control DNA. You need to get your eyes checked. See if they turned lizard. Because someone who took the Moderna, he went and did a test on his eyes, and his eyes turned lizard. They're trying to turn people into yeah, into reptile type beings. This is for entertainment purposes only, just so people know. Do your own research. Talk to your own health professionals. Go to challenge22.com and go vegan today. Anyway, there you go. Please do it for the animals, though. It says some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. So some of your comments, Jenny or Diane, I didn't see it, but Diane, maybe you saw it. There was some saying that there was some comments that got filtered that I didn't even see. So some of my mods are seeing things that I don't see. What you're saying, but I'm saying in addition to what it's in the food, coins aren't magnet. That's the thing. There are metals within the coins that are getting you to have them stick to your head. That's not natural, Jenny. You have some form of magnetism to other alloys that they put in you that's connecting it to be magnetized. It's weird. It
True.
means that they're trying to change your DNA to connect to those systems. People noticed that when they were sticking, they were magnetizing to different coins, and then they got their eyes checked and they noticed they were turning them into. Think about how do I put this? Look into Indiana Jones where he found the aliens and the crystal skull. That one. What stuck to the crystal skull? What stuck to yeah, it seems to help. What stuck to the crystal skull? Coins and things. Why did coins and things magnetize? Because those weren't natural beings. They were genetically altered beings. They were connected to the crystal skull creature, the greys and reptilian species. Look it up. Look it up. That's why I've been researching. Yeah, because you gotta watch the Indiana Jones, the one with the big bugs, and no one really liked that one. It was a weird one of Indiana Jones because they brought up aliens. They wanted it to be weird so people wouldn't watch it. They tell the truth, but they made it so strange that you wouldn't really be drawn to watch it. You'd make fun of it instead of the fact that they're telling you the flat truth to that. And it's psychic, and when you stare at the skull, it makes you go crazy. They're trying to make you magnetize in a vibe, and they're injecting it in your food because you're taking on alignment instead of life-giving stuff. They trick you. They're witchcrafting you. That's why you got to go to alkalinity and getting away from toxicity. You got to detox yourself from that crap, and then it won't do that anymore. You won't have to worry about it. But it's good that you're a magnet to money in your mindset. I see why you're thinking that's good. But the thing is what they're doing is different than what you think it is. It's how they trick you, how they trap you. But you're awakened. You know in your heart. Your heart will guide you. Keep doing what you feel you're aware of in your heart spark. But I'm always going to stand up for the animals. I'm always going to stand up against toxicity and go in alkalinity instead of toxicity. Because the more you take in empathy and compassion instead of unalignment, the more you'll be aligned to the higher vibes. And so, letting you know that. I actually told Val and them. One of them said that they were vegetarian. I said, you need to become vegan. And then I taught her and told her, you need to be aware what you're doing is still on alignment and still lower vibe. So when I told Val's sister this, she was like, oh, okay. So they said, I'm vegetarian. I said, go vegan. It's better. Because you're still supporting the other thing that's still supporting that system. And then they're like, okay. But I said, I get that you're a different species, though, because your blood and your system is different in Venus than it is here. But you still need to be aware that by being vegetarian, you're still supporting the other problem. Yeah. And she's like, okay, I'll change. And so she started looking into it, and yeah, life is helping. Yes. Then she started changing and being better in her way of thinking, and they realized in the other realms what they were doing was wrong.
Locked.
Yeah. What's locked? Someone's heart is locked? Yeah, you need to unlock your heart. You need to unlock your heart. Or told me to say hi to Val. He said he was a good commander. Yeah, he comes in and says he's an ally. They said he's an ally, Jenny. To find him. Is Val here? Hope you do it. Val, are you here right now or no? I don't know if Thor's here. Thor was here earlier. Um, he's doing a lot of things. He's doing whatever he thinks he needs to do.
Obscurity.
Obscurity. They're always saying stuff about not knowing everything that he's being told to do. Two friend? What about two friends? Okay, so 963. Let me get back into. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do 528. Let's do 432. I don't know if I did the frequency for YouTube. So sorry, YouTube and Facebook, if I didn't do the frequencies today. We'll do it right now, starting at 432. I'll just go through it all right now, and then I'll try to do it here on TikTok. I just finished it on TikTok. mostly. So we'll do 963 after I finish these. She's nice, yes. I guess Mars is here. And she said she's nice. Go Sam, go Sovereign. That's nice. Thank you, Spirit. I like to say go Sovereign because I got the Sovereign mark on there. And they're saying Sam Sovereign. So, many reasons. Yeah. They like to say go Sam the Sovereign. It's pretty funny. That's an empowerment statement is what they're doing. They're empowering me. They're building me up. It's really cool. Hey, Divine Harmony. How's it going? Thanks for the like. Okay, so I'm just doing 432.
He killed us.
Who on a live view? That doesn't sound right. Are you animals that are coming through? Who said he on the live does? Who on the live view? They're talking to someone about someone. I'm a holistic vegan, so I'm not for any form of exploitation or harm to other beings. That's question though. That's wow. I think they're talking to different beings. Okay, is Metatron here? Sometimes Metatron comes here and talks to different spirits. The spirit? Okay. Needs to go. Okay, that's what's going on. So Metatron will come in and talk to other spirit beings of what they happened to their life. Oh, Robinson. Hi, Robinson. And different things will happen. And they'll say what happened to them and what their life path, so they can decide where they belong. And if they're not being honest to him, he'll know because he has their life story awareness. And so he tries to see what they say so he can determine, are they being honest? Did they really unalive by this person, or did something else happen? So, yeah. What about, yeah, it's meaning, friends. Yeah, they're having a meeting. Yeah, so they have discussions and information about different people, different things going on, so they can decide what to do. It's time, yeah. 639. They could be talking about someone unalive, someone that was a sentient being, that was an animal. So they're saying this person hurt me or took me out. And they said to warn people that this person hurt and unalive them. Yeah, animals will come in and talk.
You were appreciated.
Thank you. They said you were appreciated. Yeah. I get a lot of animals that come in. People think that they're spirits of humans, and they're sometimes spirits of animals because they like me because they know I'm vegan and stand up for them. And they're upset that people did that to their kind, and I won't be a part of it, so they appreciate me for not being part of it. To dream, this is heals for relationships for 639. Oh, they're like amplifying the frequencies right now.
It's really nice. It's really nice. It's really nice.
It is really nice. I do a lot. 741. Now we're on 741. We're going to do some more shadow work. This scares people when I do this because if they're religious, it freaks them out because they think it's bad when it's not. We're doing 528. We're doing the bowl. And this is 741, so they run. It's called shadow work. I love doing this. In food? They said it's in the food. They just said in the food. Drink as well? Yeah, some of the drinks have it too. They put in drinks and they do it in foods. And they're telling me to drink my juice. Children. Yeah, so I go for life-giving foods, water-filled, sun-filled food. Hey, child of the light. They were just talking about you earlier. They said, we'll get her. We'll get her here. They said she's dealing with crack right now. It was pretty funny. They said they're dealing with your children. You're dealing with your children. They were telling us that you were dealing with, yeah. They told me that you're dealing with some situation. You're dealing with children. They said, she'll be here. I said, okay.
Doorway.
Doorway. What about doorway? Yeah, so they talk about you, child of the light. They said, I had fun. Yeah, Val and others are here. Doing 963. I did 852 just recently. Now we're doing 963. So I had track soul tribe, and when I hit the 852, child of the light, you showed up. So when I did the 852 frequency, you showed up. Sometimes you and some others come in. They check up on me. They do. What about credit card? Hot Karen. Help Karen. They said, Hot Karen, help Karen. Bless you. Diane, they're saying something about Hot Karen, help Karen. Why do you want to help Karen, or why are you bringing up Hot Karen? They said, you got this, Sam, or something. A summary. To visit me. Who is Karen?
Jessica.
Karen is connected to Diane. Diane knows who it is. Jessica. You can ask Diane if she wants to tell you. Jessica. What about Jessica? Yeah, they're very talkative to all of you today. They're talking to everybody, so everybody is getting the information they want to hear. I hear Karen is a volunteer Christmas wrapper for charity. Oh, 2 months? Too much? What about too much and 2 months? What about too much and 2 months? Right when I read what you said, Diane, they said something about 2 months, 2 months. They said 2 months, 2 months. It doesn't matter? Okay. Make a love. Let's make a love. Lawful. Let's make lawful love. Oh, consensual. Okay. What in the Barrett? This is not the Twilight Line. You gotta hold off until tonight. What's
You're
the
gathering energy.
You're gathering energy. Oh boy. Now you gotta wait until the Twilight Line free stream. The Daylight Line is for everybody. It's a frequency one. I'd have to restrict the live free stream for 18 plus if you're gonna go into that. No, it's pretty funny. They said we want to. Yeah. They said God. They just said God bless. They just said God bless. Just me. One of them said God bless. Just me. We got a religious spirit
My
that's
death
coming
was
through.
brutal.
Your unalignment was brutal. Well, bless you. This X is about. What in the world? That's what the X is about. Oh boy. Your unalignment was brutal. You're saying that your ex took you out? That's horrifying. You resonate? That's horrifying. So one of them is saying that their ex took them out, and it was their unalivement was brutal, and it was an ex that did it to them. They said, "Good job." Yeah. On delay. They're claiming that their ex took them out. I'll do the bowl. Hold on. They said, pull again, pull again. I don't believe or disbelieve what
Shall
gets
I make
told
volume?
through the spirit box. I question everything. But the spirit music box was going off a ton earlier today. It was crazy earlier today. It was like all over the place. I had a weird dream last night about me unaliving and seeing heaven and various levels. It was a cool dream. Ah, so you saw it. Good job, Light. You saw what I've seen. I had one a few years ago about the different levels of it, where I was in the lower realm and then I went higher and I talked to the different levels of beings that run the different levels of afterlife. I know exactly what you're talking about. Your A team, yeah, our angel team. So the different beings of the realm. So the lower angel that runs the lower realms to the higher realms. So I had a conversation with someone in the version of that the underworld being that's supposed to run it versus the other one. So I talked to the adversary. I talked to all of those. I didn't resonate with them. I moved up. I even talked to the four horsemen um, or beings that are that. And then I learned that the angels of all those levels aren't
Sandra.
lady or dudes, they are polarities. They can be the form of a dude or a lady of their different lifetimes that they were. It's connected to raw law one knowledge. And I saw some really interesting things. Yeah, it was like I was being given special tour of sorts. Yeah, Enoch got that. He saw the lower levels before they changed it. They've changed the afterlife from what it used to be because I and others gave them advice. And they listened because we could choose what we should have. And so they listen to the soul. They don't listen and control you. That's why I'm for infinite love, not conditional love. The religions tried to go and control based on our belief that we need it that way. It wasn't the way that it should be. We make the decisions on what we should have. Oh, and so when we made that decision and we tell them this is what we want, not what we afterlife. So I brought that up. I think the changes started happening around 2017. That's when it started shifting to a new awareness of things. But it was like I started noticing. I think they said in 2000. I think it was 2023 or 21. They said it windy. Yeah. So they said that there was a time when it switched over. Yeah, it was mind blowing, and it was in July. Yeah, so it was a July time frame, not last year. I don't think the year. I think it was the year before. So they said that there was a shift that happened not last year, but the year before that made everything at the afterlife switch over. So it was about 2023 or 2024 time frame when things start shifting from what it was to what it should be. I started telling stuff to it around 2023, and then 2024 I started being on TikTok more, and it started shifting over to what it should be based on what I learned from TikTok in 2023. And then 2024 there was new changes. Pretty cool. Mm. Um, I saw Ted and Miriam come to get me. Kinda, I was amazed. Yeah, so this is what you should do, child of light. When you're in the afterlife, you call upon your oversoul. Don't let people get you to come to them. Let them come to you and guide them, and then listen to their heart and set boundaries with whoever is guiding you in the afterlife. That's what I would recommend to do. But it sounds like you did it on your own. That's cool. Oh, you got bumped? It's okay. You're back. Yeah, the low realm tried to attack me but couldn't. Yeah, that's what happens. I was down there too. They tried to have a conversation with me. They tried to trap me in old vibrations that I used to be. And it was like I was in an old apartment that I used to live in that I no longer lived in. It was. And then I learned and had communication with them that then told them, but it was what started my awakening. That experience got me to awaken, got me out of there and where I should be. But that was an interesting response. Then I had then I saw light ray hitting my head from pink light ray of Shamil, who is a rose quartz pink that awakened my inner eye. at that time. And that was in 2020 that this happened. So in 2020, I had things like that happened, my awakening that saw that, and I had dreams around that time before I even was here on TikTok at all. So in 2020, I had a huge awakenings of spiritual awakenings to believe. There was a lot of them, yeah. There was shifts that occurred. I saw the shift of violet flash happened in 2020 and 2021. It was pretty crazy. 1990s. Yeah, there was stuff that happened in 1990s as well. Changed for? Okay. There was a lot of different changes within it. They kept structuring it differently. But when I woke up, when I started communicating through Spirit Box, realizing the afterlife exists and we can communicate with them, I gave them suggestions. I gave them the ideas. I acted like that it could be that, could be connected. And that's when the things changed. That's when reality changed because we finally had true communication. And I set boundaries with the different beliefs and I helped the oversoul change. And so I was part of that. Others were too, but it was because I caught on. When I woke up, a lot of people did. Because I made the choice, listen to my heart. I made choices, and 2020 was a huge year for that. And once I made the choice to shift out of the religion I was in into not cult mindset and being spiritual instead of the other, the whole world like changed really quickly. Roses would be? Mm. Yeah, so it was weird. So you had the same experience in your own way of it that I did years ago. Yeah, so most people are like 5 years behind me. And I've noticed that with my family. I want to say you're more like 4 years behind me, but your experiences are almost like my parents, but different. You're more genuine about your experience, but you're going through the same change. You're more awakened child of light than my parents and family are because they're more still stuck in their cult mindset. I don't think you fully are. I think you have some that you deal with, but that's a choice that you're choosing to for certain reasons. Being awakened like I did, but you're 4 years behind me. You're having experiences I had 4 years ago. So I've noticed that with the pattern of people that wake up to what I have. I was one of the first awareness of awakenings, and I went further in my awakening than others have. They're impressed. I went like really quickly to it, but it's still going through the same process that everybody has to go through. But we're at the end of it. We're at the end of it. Between now and next September, the 10th, that full shift will happen by then. It's probably going to happen actually between now and my birthday, but it could happen by next April or by next September at the most. But I was told that things would happen, and I'm connected to Hebrew 11, and we're in verse 40 because I'm 40 years old, and that whole chapter is connected to me. I thought it was weird, and I wasn't sure, but then things started happening that fit with those verses, and I was like, oh shit, what do I do? It's okay, I know. But the whole thing is it was crazy. And so you're in the cycle of where I used to be. So you're in a 4 year, you have 4 years to go to be where I'm at. But you still have to make the change. I was still further along than you probably are. Because 4 years ago, I was vegan still. I was eating vegan food. I don't know if any of you are. I started doing veganism food back in 2018 and 19. So you may be in your vision experiences 4 years behind me, but you're not going to fully ascend as fast as I did unless you go more alkalinity, which would need to go vegan and stuff. I'm always going to bring that up. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to be faking facade. Yeah, you'll grow up. Yep, you grow up. And so when you do that, your vibes go on freaking like full pattern. It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, so they said you'll want to. Yeah, they said you'll want to. Yeah, but that's what happened to me. So when 4 years ago or 5 years ago, it would have been 5 years ago with the experience, but I think you're 4 years in your energy Yep. That's like you said. Yep. But I had the experience 5 years ago. I want to say it was 2020 or 2021. It was between 4 and 5 years ago. It's pretty crazy. Hey, Jenny. You came in and out, Jenny. And did Child of the Light come in and out? Oh, you're just in the background. Yes. Okay. It's weird. Child of the Light, it's acting like you're not up there, but I know you're in the live, so I think it's really strange. Sometimes up there it shows that there's people that are watching, but it doesn't always show activity of the people. And maybe it's because they want more activity, but you've responded. Maybe it's because of tapping. I don't know what gets you up on the right side or not, but it's kind of funny. But it's saying you're here. I see you. Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's in and out freezing. Oh, gotcha. That's probably why. Like I said, that's why I'm not for T-Mobile. I'm for Verizon because for me, I don't get the freezing. Even YouTube and Facebook are hearing me right now. They're just on a delay for YouTube and Facebook. I'm doing it for Restream, and they're on a delay. Protected. They said we're helping. They said you're protected. Well, that's cool. Powers. Oh, it's 3:58 p.m. Mountain Time. No, I'm loving it right now. There's a lot of cool things going on. I think it's really interesting that when I go live, it's almost like housing wants to make it hot. But usually they do it when it's Wednesday and Thursday.
The children play.
The children play.
What?
They said, what now? Well, it's 75 degrees up there. But it's over by the window. It's probably 78 or almost 80 at the window. I haven't looked at it, but I could take pictures. The first one, yeah. So the 75 is on the wall, but it's over by the window. I have a different one that shows the real temperature, and it's an EMF reader as well. And it would be like 78 or something. You know, you shouldn't. Oh, so are you part of them? They said yes, I am. Oh boy. So one of them is claiming that they work for housing and they're coming through the box. They said, oh great. Yep, I'm outing you. If you're claiming you're them, it might be one of their bad beings connected to them. So I out them. See, like I said, the government agency people, they'll try to come in and they'll try to admit their faults. But no, because they know no one will believe it's them. They left? Good. Super windy here. They did bring up windy earlier, Jenny. They did bring up windy. They said windy earlier. They said Sandra, Windy, Seth, and the 1990s. They said, shall I make noise, Sandra? And then they said Windy, and then something about a Seth, and then 1990s. And then the realm, and then they said fell, and then year, and hundreds unalived here. They said protected, the children play, inspiration. Yeah, I'm protected. There's good energy. I get children energy that come around here. Yeah, they're playing with the spirit box, music box over there. I get children spirits. Usually they come from the higher realms to come and hang out because the children are staying children so that they can be raised by their parents. There's evil everywhere. There can be. They said they're protected, but here they're protected, so they're not worried about being here. So they have to be protected because when they get brought into this realm, the evil energies are everywhere, but here there isn't. Where I'm at. It's been since yesterday. Yep. I can control the wind, Jenny. There's a way to do that. My name Samuel actually brings up that I'm a fortress set place by source, and I can control the wind and ask it to cease or blow you the right direction you need to go.
Never.
You just talk to the wind as if they're your friend, as if they're a real being. To say, hi, wind. Hi, gal. Whatever you want to name the wind as, ask what the wind's name is around you. And the wind is an element. You just talk to it. It's a density 1 level element. It has a consciousness. So just talk to it as if it hears you in your heart. Talk to it out loud. To the east, yeah. wherever the wind is coming from, just talk to it as if it hears you as an equal. Say, I'm your friend. I'm Christ consciousness' friend. I'm Tao's friend. The elements will listen and they'll be like, oh, and then say, could you please do this? And then it will. Now, I usually try not to tell the wind what to do or others unless it gets dangerous. I love the
I'm
wind.
from the light.
I love it. But if anything happens, just talk to him. I'm from the light. Yeah. Cousin. They said, I'm from the light, cousin.
All right, all right, all right.
They said, I'm from the light, cousin. I don't know who that is. They said, all right, all right. Yeah, so all you have to do is talk to it.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I am nice to you. Yeah, the wind sometimes comes in and talks through the spirit box. Water will come in. I've talked to water through stuff. Others, yeah. I've talked to other element beings. They'll come in and talk through the spirit box. I think they are. I think they're actually coming in to talk to us. So wind, why is it so windy by her? It's really? Is there a reason why? You can act as if the heart system or the geoengineering systems are being controlled. Just tell the wind to control and be aware that it's being controlled, and then think it with your heart. Tell it as if it hears you. This is for entertainment purposes only, everybody. Tell the information to it. If this resonates, awesome. But basically what you do is you tell it as if it can hear you in your heart, and then it will listen. So crazy. I've done it like several times during the last year. I started doing it when I was religious because I was trying to do what Christ was said to be able to do, saying that we all can do it. You can tell the wind to cease and it will. So I started testing it out. As soon as I became my own full self in 2019 and after, I was able to control the wind even better than I was when I was religious. I did exactly what Christ said you could do, even more, or it was said to say you can do. And I did it as if it's an equal. And then I just said grace to it. Just say grace to it. Grace, 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 which is divine intervention. G race, G card, G care. You know, that's divine care, divine race. You know, that's what it is. General Electric car, General Electric rack, however you want to vibrate and be, you can do that through your whole form. And so it's creation of what you choose to embody and utilize. And ladies, just so you know, me too, yeah, ladies have very powerful universal creation energy. So you can do it as well. I've been able to do it because of my name and connection, but I have a balance of masculine, feminine energies, many unalignments, yeah. So I have connection. So they said, you too. Think about it. Yeah, so they were saying that all you have to do is say grace to it. If it hears you, you have, yeah, it's mind blowing. Yeah, and tell the wind, and then you can come out. If it doesn't work, you can do it with your window closed. But if it's open, you can tell it, or you can go outside if you feel it doesn't work and say it out there, and then it ceases. I've seen it cease within 5 to 15 minutes. Now I can do it like instantly because I learned how. But it doesn't mean it has to. It means I talk to it like an equal, as if it hears me. I do that with the bugs. I do that with any beings. And most of the time they do. Bees, it varies. They usually listen. Flies, they're a little bit tougher. Mosquitoes, they don't really care. But and then some. Yeah, but the others, they do listen. Because those are siphoning beings, and the siphoning beings don't always listen. They're connected to the wrong connection. They said it's okay. So yeah.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. Yeah, they're saying believe in yourself. It's okay. So to them, to child of the light, they're saying too. They said they felt bad for you. Job after job, website. Yeah, child, they've been bringing up you a lot. They kept saying to your two friend. They keep talking to you here and there, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, so they are talking to you. They said it will be okay. Yeah, get through it. They said it's not good. They get it. They know what you're going through. They know what's going on.
Let's
They said, I bliss you. Oh, good. Thank you for blissing them. Yeah, Jenny, just talk to it as if they hear you in your heart. You don't even have to speak out loud, Jenny. You can just say it as if it hears you. And say it out loud and in your heart if you feel you need to do both. But do it genuinely like it's an equal, not someone you're trying to command to do something. Say, can you please do this? Thank you. Do it as if it sees you as an equal and as it sees you as a friend, as an equal friend, as an individual that you care about, that cares about you, and will listen to your respectful requests without having to worry about it. If you worry about it and you question it, it may stagnate a little, but not as much. Just keep saying grace, 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 and then do things that bring you joy, and maybe do some alkalinity, get away from toxicity, and that can help too. Took me a while. Oh, hey, Tron. Okay, Tron's here. Metatron, scribe of sorts. They said weddings. Who said the wedding's off? They said, don't disrespect us. Oh, there was a being that came in that was trying to say the wedding's off, and one of them says, don't disrespect us. Someone was trying to do bad energy to stop a divine union, and they are countering that bad energy person that was trying to counter the energy. That's what's going on. So there was a being that was coming in that was trying to reverse the energy to make it negative, and someone got them away like that. Like I said, this is now the time of year that that's going to switch. We're not going to put up with delays. So between now and Saturday, things are going to happen, but it's going to happen all the way to next September. What about Robinson?
Me? Oh, you.
We bless you. Hey, Robinson. Yeah, I've had Robinsons that have come around. And then they disappeared from the graveyard. Like, they don't find the Robinsons there after I did that video. So they must have been a rich family that switched they switched their grave site somewhere else because they got caught. But one of the spirits, maybe it freaked them out. Which they have the right to do that, but it proves that we have rich people here in Utah.
Another 10.
And they were Mormony.
Karen.
Diane, they were Mormony. The Robinson people were Mormony. So we do have rich Mormony people and that are trickery connected that I've been warned about, but it was interesting that they wanted me to talk to them for that live stream a long time ago. I don't know if you ever saw that video, but it was caught on video. It was wild. I think that wasn't that the first time I went to the graveyard and did the videos? Yeah. You don't like that? Darkness. Oh yeah, they're saying that they don't like the food that someone's eating. If you have spaghetti or something, they don't like the food that you're eating because it's on alignment. It's that you're eating darkness. Vant, stop it. What's Vant? Stop it. What about Vant? Stop it. What does Vant mean, Jenny? You can't stop it. Well, here's the thing. You can. It's by supply and demand. You supply it and support the empathy and compassion products over the unalignment, and it changes the world. What you're supporting is supplying, you're creating more of that supply to be there. So the more you get away from that supply, you stop funding the system that's causing the darkness. It's very simple. If you're going to supply, so if you're not for a certain system, why would you support that system? Why would you give them money? Why would you supply them? Because then they're going to create more of that supply and that more of that industry, evil industry energy to grow. So if you stop supplying that industry, it changes to the good industries that you're supplying. You're building them up and you're tearing down the other because they're no longer taking your dollar. One person does make a difference. If you don't think one person makes a difference, they create a domino effect. They do. Think about the different people that made a difference in history that changed the will. Yeah, they broke the will. Think about the different ones that did one little act that then everybody else went along and supported. Yeah, so supply and demand. They're like, oh, one person does. Yes, one person does. So the lady that didn't get off the seat on the bus, what movement did she start? She wouldn't allow what was happened. What did Gandhi do or said to have done? What did he cause? Just by his choices and teachings. Just one person does make a difference. And even if one person doesn't get as many followers as they did,
Get something.
you got others that learned from it and listened and heard, and then they passed it on to other people, and it was a domino effect. Yeah, I meant the divine union. Oh yeah, then stop it. You're right. You can't stop the divine union. I'm with you there. And I love how you said V. You said vet, which is really cool because V is for victory and success connection, or one Joe rune, which is peace and success. So you say vet, stop it, can't stop it. You basically put in the one Joe rune response, Jenny. I don't know if you noticed that, but you did. You surgically did it. Yeah, you put it in there without really. You did. Maybe you did it energetically. That was awesome. Yeah. Oh, buddy. Hey, what's up, Thor? And I was also thinking about Vant, which is Valiant Thor, because you're using the V. He just said, buddy. So I guess Thor's here. Okay, we got bad ones here, Val. If you want to get them, go get them. They're messing around. They're trying to say the wedding's off. They're trying to mess with energy response. No, I know Thor came in. Sometimes Thor, you bring in beings that follow you. You said, yeah, it's Tron. Oh, it's Tron. Oh, Tron is bringing it in. Metatron's bringing it in. Sometimes he does too. You're right. Val is claiming that Tron brought in some beings that they're messing around or trying to deal with. Yeah, sometimes they follow Tron. They follow Metatron because Metatron is trying to work with everybody's life path, and sometimes he deals with low by beings that he has to then throw them into other realities or get them to what the afterlife they belong to. So some of them are connected to the trickster beings, and they're pretending to be unalive when they're not, and he captures them pretty easily though. Yeah, so he'll come in and he'll talk to them and discuss them and then get them out of there. Bottle them? Okay.
Listen out for me.
They said, listen out for me. We bliss you. Oh, thank you. Blitz. Oh, was it blitz? Bliss you. They just said do the bowl. Very well. Yeah, it's getting really hot in my place. It's 75, so I gotta let them know what's going on. It's not bad though, because this just gives me the chance to go back in my pool and use my new salt that I wanted to use. I've been back and forth on wanting to use it, so this gives me a chance to go do that and see what happens. Seems to help. Yeah, usually. It's going up to 80. They shouldn't be doing that. They made it too hot in here. So I am talking to them tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on Friday. Yeah, not tomorrow. I'm talking to my doctor. I got a doctor's appointment on Friday. So I'm going to take pictures and stuff and let them know what's going on. Picture take. Yep, I took some pictures earlier. I'll take some more pictures if it gets hotter. Yeah, they told me, and then I send it over to the doctor's individual and let them know what they're violating and saying they're not, so that they know. They're working. Well, they're calling me on Friday. The one that takes care of these things, he calls me on Friday and we'll discuss it. She keeps telling me to send it to them so they can report them. But no, I've actually been enjoying this week. It hasn't been bad. It's been awesome. I'm actually enjoying it.
Eliminate.
Eliminate? Oh yeah. They're going to counter it soon. We're at the time where they said 41. They said if no one stops it and does what they should be doing, that they will stop them. And that was the promise. I was told that I would get my divine union, and that one of the bad ones would try to apologize, and that somehow the individual that's my divine union is part of the problem, and she's been tricked, and so they're going to change it. The Lord? I'm a woman. Yeah, I think this is Mother's source. So this is the Lord. No, it's Mother's source. Is that you, Eleanor? I think Eleanor's grateful. So I think we got both of them. You're grateful. So we got the divine feminine source here. That's good.
I don't see it.
Yeah. So, question, Eleanor, I know you're here. She can hear me either if she's not here or here. So I'm going to tell you right now. Today's 41. That's from that dream connection. It's a windy. Oh, are you talking about the person that says it's windy? Okay, Jenny, they're trying to talk to you. They said, I don't see it. You don't see what? They said, our bad. Our bad about what? They said, our bad. Yeah, it's not windy here. It's not windy at all. We don't have cold weather coming through my window right now. There's no wind hitting through the blinds, so we have no wind right now. Yeah, we don't have any cold weather right now. So because of that, it's making my system, even with the window open, hot. Because normally we've been getting it colder because of the outside healing. Correcting it. Apology. Thank you from Ephraim. What about Ephraim? Apology from Ephraim.
I'm happy to talk.
Okay. Ephraim, what's up? I'm happy to talk. Doesn't matter. Okay, so at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, I will switch over to the Twilight Live. Right now, I'm just going for 2 hours. Oh, I can do the music. Hold on. 10? They want me to. Okay, let's do the music. You need to? The energy too? Oh, yeah, because sometimes he whispers through it. You're right. Sorry, they're very communicative lately, and my insight is like high vibe today. It's like on a high level of awareness. We got a lot of weird energies here. Okay, so we got a lot of different people. What happened to Diane, and where is Child of the Light? So Jenny, you're here, but Diane and them, I don't know what happened to them. Child of the Light, are you still around? And Diane, are you still around? Say something in the comments so I know if you're still here. I know Child of the Light is saying that you're liking the live, so it's saying you're still here, but it's not showing up there. Diane, it's not showing that you're up here either, so I know you've been being kicked in and out. I gotta find out who these other individuals that are coming in the live are. So this is the time when I start asking who's here and why you're here. So whoever's up watching like a fly on the wall, please tell me why you're here and what your reason of here is. I'm Samuel Spirit. I talk to spirits through Spirit Box. I have a bio that says my name, Samuel Durvis. I am all about holistic veganism, deconstruction of cult mindset, and more. About water studies, self-care, self-love, self-worth focuses. I did frequencies earlier. I have a bowl that I'll hit now and then that's 528 hertz. I just want to confirm who you are and why you're here. So please, whoever you are that's up there, I'm going to call you out by name. So here we go. And I'm still hot. You're still hot, Jenny? Well, bless you. Good. Hope they said, oh, it's been freezing with snow. Yeah, it was, but then our snow is gone. It rained, made it go away, and now it's been not really that cold for the last day or two. Yesterday it was cold here and there, but then today it's now really warm. We haven't had any cold air coming through, so I don't know what's going on. Okay. So Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, what are you doing here and why are you here? Can you tell me that you're a real person? Um, so I'm wondering, it says that you've been here before. Did you like the live or something? Okay, now Jenster, I need to know who you are. I wondered why you're here.
I'm really
Not
here.
Jenny. I'm asking Jenster. They said I'm really here. One of the spirits is saying that. They said I wander these grounds. And then whoever this user is, please tell me why you're here in the comments. Thank you. Looking for the truth. We've talked before. Oh, I think so. I just wanted to ask to make sure. So any questions that you have, Whiskey Tango? I just like to make sure that people are really real people and not fake and facade. I'm not for cult mindset. I'm for self-care, self-love, self-worth, and being authentic as genuine as you probably already know. It's just I get a lot of people that will try to spy on me for religions or systems and cult mindset that I left, which violates my privacy laws and more. A lot of them will do it to deconstruct people or to mess or isolate them or bully them, which is against the law for them to do. So I just have to call them out, whoever might be doing that, to find out their true intentions of why they're following me and what they're here for. So because some people will do screenshots and things like that and then misinterpret people, and I'm not for that. And so I just want to know the vibe of the person and the individual being of why they're here and what their intentions are. What if they have any questions? If you're looking for truth, what truth are you looking for? What's your questions? Do you have any questions? I question everything. I don't believe or disbelieve in the spirit box or anything. I just do it as a self-care tool. And so it's entertaining. And so please question everything. This is just for entertainment purposes only. But at the same time, if it resonates, awesome. But again, I'm always going to stand up for veganism, challenge22.com knowledge. I'm going to let people know to look into that and do that. This is not a debate live or a drama live. This is just informative info. Yeah, you just got to look it up. Okay. Ben in 30s here. Okay. You know what? They brought up something about 30. Child of the light, they kept saying stuff about 30. I'm 30. Something to it. Yeah, they're saying there's something to it about that. Interesting. So they know what you're going through, child. Like they've been bringing up little hints and receives, but they're also talking about you as well. Good intentions, meditation on a break, tuning voices until I recognize them and feel connected. Okay. No, and again, I'm not really for bad or good connection. I just want to know who someone is. So, Whiskey, you've been respectful. I'll follow you for right now, if it lets me. Just because I do recognize that you have come in around. So I just want to make sure the person is genuine, and I want to make sure that who they are isn't someone that's trying to cause trouble. If someone ends up causing trouble, I'll block them immediately. Just out of safety and protocol, but very rarely. If they're communicating and talking, then we're good. Okay. Yep. Now we got to ask about this Genster. Yep. So Genster, what are you doing here? They want me. They're calling you out. Correct? Yep. No bio. So whoever this Genster is, they have 1 follower and 5 following, and they have no bio. So I'm trying to be careful about them. Genster, why are you here? And tell me why you're here.
No wife.
Well, Foxtrot, you're fine. You've been around a few times, and I recognize that. I have a selective photographic memory, that's why. And I'm an empath. Sorry, that responds to someone's question without even asking me. I do that from time to time, just so you know. That's how you can know I'm a real empath. I actually hear your thoughts and feelings before you tell me, just instinctively. Not all the time, just when it happens. Jenster, you're not responding. Could you please say something in the comments so I confirm you're not a bot and that you're a real person out of safety protocol? Same for you, user, because you don't have a name. Let's see who this user. User has no bio, but they said law for Marjorie San Francisco. Okay, so you're from San Francisco. I was scrolling and found you interesting. Yeah, okay, Jenster. So what brings you here? What's your question about what's your vibe? Like what is it that is interesting to you? I just want to know whose energy is in my field so I can be able to figure out and be there for you genuinely. You're a slow type.
Yeah.
No.
It's fine. It's okay. I just want to make sure who you are real. Jenster, any reason why you don't have a bio? Are you afraid of telling people who you really are? Or
Yes, not yes, not yes.
some people that do that are usually fake accounts for their own reasoning. I get it if you're doing it for safety protocols. I'm just asking because I like to figure out people's vibe and their intentions.
Five,
5'10"? Because I think, Diane, when I first met you, you didn't have a bio. And a lot of people didn't have bios, and then they ended up having one because they realized they needed to.
Your daughter.
Yeah, just to confirm there. Your daughter? What about 5? It's 4:27 p.m. What about 5:10? Someone an hour, they said later bot. They're telling someone later bot. Okay, so user is
Watch
gone.
what I do.
I saw what you. Okay, so I guess they said later bot, so user took off. They're talking about the user. The user just ran away. That's funny. So I was calling out the user, and the user wasn't saying anything. They had a big. They said user and a whole bunch of numbers to their name. So that's funny. Yeah, so the spirits said later bot. So the spirits like kicked him out or told him take care.
Abundance.
So abundance. Yeah, like I said, I have a lot of protection. It's freaking awesome. Do you want? Yes, always. Sure. Me? So no, not afraid. I just set up the account, but you just gave me a push to set it up. Well, Jenster, I do it as a safety precaution. Be careful what you put in your bio. I just want to let you know that some people will do fake accounts to trick you or to go after people. And so people will block you immediately if they don't see that you have a bio because they automatically think that you're a fake account, not a real person.
You still.
And so it's just a safety protocol, Jenster. If you don't have a bio, if you're communicating, that's fine. I just need to know that you're real and not a bot or someone pretending to be something that you're not. And sometimes people will do fake accounts where they will just do one without a bio so that no one knows who they are as a cognito. And I get that out of safety. But if someone's not communicating, a lot of people will do fake accounts with no bio. They'll do extra accounts to come troll people. So that's why I'm careful. If someone doesn't have a bio, people will automatically think that you could be a troll. That's all. So I bring that up honestly. So you're fine, Janster, because you're actually responding. That proves to me that you're not someone that I'm really that concerned about until you do something that makes me concerned. So again, you changed yours. Like I said, I do make sure you keep it safe though. Do what you feel is comfortable to your safety protocols. If you don't want a bio, you don't have to. It's just be careful. Usually TikTok will think you're not real if you don't confirm who you are or allow yourself to put a bio in. So
Don't tell people.
you just gotta be aware of that. Don't tell people. Don't tell people what?
Can you
They said forgiveness. Canoodle. Don't tell people to canoodle. Oh, that's funny. Well, why should we tell people to canoodle? Only if it's consensual. I said, don't tell people to canoodle. Is what did you telling people to canoodle? Stop telling people to canoodle. Did you tell about exactly? I just about self-care, self-love, self-worth. I do frequencies. I do what's called a Twilight Live at night. I do whatever I feel I want to do that's for my self-care and to inspire people. Read my bio. That's what I do. All of those things I do. I inform. I stand up for veganism. I stand up for knowledge of challenge22.com. I'm not for bullying or for drama or anything. It's just to be there for others, to do spirit box and self-care stuff. Things that inspire. I try to go and help people, and then that's what my channel is. I do affirmation cards on my Twilight. I do Oracle if people request. It's all free. It's all kind. I just stand up for whatever I feel to stand up for. Sometimes I've also done videos to support stuff on the TikTok shop. If anybody wants to support me, I'll support like, yeah, good vibes, healing vibes, whatever inspires. And so I'm about law of attraction knowledge. I'll bring up information on that. I can bring up water study knowledge. You can look at my previous videos. You'll see I've gone to the graveyard and I do what's called a scoot about when the weather's good and nice. On Sundays, I'll go and do that. I do a lot of stuff, Jenster. I do a ton of things. So I am a vegan and I stand up for veganism. So I'm not for debate or drama because I'm for empathy and compassion. So I'm just trying to support empathy and compassion in this world for supply and demand, or supply and support the compassion and empathy in the world so we can bring a better world. Heaven on earth. That's what I'm about. I want heaven on earth, but not in a religious way, in an unconditional, infinite, caring way. So I'll bring up self-care. I have people that call me worldwide, that have talked to me worldwide on the phone, and I've called them. And I'll bring up stuff. I'm on Telegram. I've written a book. But that was when I was religious. There's other things I'm doing as well. I've done a podcast at one time. I'm a lot more known worldwide than people are aware of. But I do a lot. Yeah. But I've gone through a big journey since 2015 that got me to wake up and be what made me known. So yeah. That's them? Yep. But I consider myself a possible chosen one or awakened one or different lore. But I question everything. I don't believe or disbelieve. I just had awakenings and weird experiences that helped me prolong my life. I'm aware of my lab abduction programs and more, and I out the truth and I let people know what's going on in housing, in government housing and more. There's a lot. So if you want to ask me, you wonder if I know something, or you wonder if I might be aware of something, ask me. There we go. That's a better light for now. Ooh, that's a little. Hold on, I gotta see some. I'm just checking the lighting real quick. Hold on. Oh, that is better. I like that. Let's do that. I like the lighting. Okay. What do you think of Comet AK Craft coming in? Oh, Atlas? Yeah. They bring up stuff about Jack Atlas and things in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Every cartoon show and everything, they tell you things before they're going to do it. And what did Jack Atlas do? And what did his counterpart friend do? What is the Crimson Dragon? The Dragon Mark? They bring up different connections of what's coming and why. What happened after the Crimson Dragon? Then a comet came, and now they have to fight the galactic connection. It's all smoke and mirrors. Question everything. Yeah, they bring it up. If you know anything, Genster, about Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, cartoon, they bring up stuff in cartoons and everything. They hint it in things like Dragon Ball. They hint it in all these other shows. They bring it up in video games. They bring it up in Supernatural. They bring up agendas, and every show is a documentary. I watch all shows and things and knowledge and books that everything is a documentary telling you the agendas that's happening. There is Illuminati card game, 1994 knowledge. Go look that up. I woke up to a lot of stuff in all media. Yes, all media, every media, not just media. Think about what is a newscaster, sewn caster. News is sewn in it. Words are spelled. There are words within words. So break up the word. When you say pray with words, you say parry W hit sword. W is one Joe rune. One Joe rune. Right here. Flag at the end of Mario. No freaking joke. It's everywhere. And so when you realize this in older games, older systems, they've been telling us flat in our face in plain sight, coded messages of what is really going on, what we really are. So Wanjo runes and the Unanaki speech, all of that is connected. Wanjo is peace and success. Okay? Peace and success. That's the Wanjo rune. Now the Fehu is for F. For frequency or F or Sehu, sovereign, cattle holder in the old days. Now it's just sovereign, anybody that's wealthy, healthy, and happy. That's one Joe rune. The one Joe rune is this, but this is actually sovereign. So sovereign is Fehu. Fehu is connected to the symbol that Bilbo had on his door from Gandalf putting it on his door in the movie of The Hobbit.
Okay.
If you look in The Hobbit, why did he put that marking on the door? To bring the dwarves to his house, to declare this is where you can get shelter, this is where you can get the needs you need, sovereigns give you what you need, and to help you get a complete journey. When you declare that you are one and you declare that you want to do those things, you manifest those things into your life. This is Othala. Othala is what you want, what you declare. So this is sovereign of the Othala of your peace and success. Yeah, so it's very simple. And then I also have Sowillo in here somewhere. Sowillo is a powerful connection, and that's the lightning scar. The lightning scar is on Harry Potter's forehead. I have a lightning scar just in my creases of my forehead. And so that is victory and success. S for victory and success. So Willow. Yeah, and who is Willow? Willow is connected to Star Wars, but a different version of magic. So everything is connected to magic. So when you do pray with words, you're pairing two words together, clinking its swords. That's parry. Pairing is shielding another blade from another blade, making a spark. That spark does the one Joe with the hit, with W hit, for the peace and success of what you're wanting to manifest. Breaking the will, yeah. The spark creates the breaking of the will to create the miracle you're wanting. Pray with your words. So now one own is a powerful word because now one own and then one neo and eon, all different words with similar letters, except one now own is different than one neo eon, but one is WON or OME, two different things. Heart buying, yeah. So when you heart buy, you listen to your heart spark, breath of life, you have more neural pathways to go to your head brain than it does to your heart brain. So it's a powerful focus. And I can bring up different stuff up here and go into those different things, but I have several videos that bring it up and show those different postings. So go ahead and go look. It's one of my earliest ones. There's a ton of them. And I try not to say good morning anymore. Yeah, I don't. I'll use good morning when I'm feeling like I want to mourn. When I want to mourn in a happy way. So I'll say infinite rising.
Effect.
Yes, it's an effect. Good morning is go overdose on the morning, on the crying. Good afternoon is go overdose on the after the no on. Good night is kneeing to the darkness, to the sleep. Go overdose on the night, on kneeing to the darkness, kneeing to the sleep, to not be awake. So yeah, I'm aware of that too. And I don't say bless because that's be less. Bliss is peace. Bliss is be listening. Be listening in the Sowillo. Bliss is BLISS. Be listening to your Sowillo of your victory and success. It's right in there. So need is Eden. Eden is need. You need Eden. You need the garden, not the other. It's right in the word need. I woke up to things and I was shown to go towards veganism from my awakening. That happened. I learned from a blood doctor, worked at the Pentagon. I almost unalived. I learned what's going on with the foods and more. And then I found out what's going on with the whole industry. And so I learned water studies, spiritual studies, and more, and food, alkalinity versus toxicity. Easy to find premonitions in this word is yes. There's a lot. So within all of that, there's tons of information, Jenster. It's awesome. Everyone gives Sam some likes or help him with his goal, please. Oh yeah, I wasn't even doing anything with my goal. How is my goal? I just got so focused on information. Hold on, where am I at? Here, I can switch the goal. Watch this. Watch this. I'm not expecting anything. If anybody wants to from their heart, that's up to you. I know. Hard to find. Yeah. Let's do this. You're one nice one. Yeah, they like me. And they said you're one nice one. They're talking to you, Child of the Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, booyah. Yeah, they're talking to you. They're saying you're one nice one. They're thanking you for bringing that up. All right, so this is how you do your goals. If you want people to know that you want to get things done, all you have to do is just pin it up here, and then you just pin it every 5 minutes or whatever. You don't have to if you don't want to. I don't really worry about it too much, but when people do that, you just put the 10, and then you can even go down in here and do the gift gallery. But this helps so that you can get your gift gallery without people having to go up here to do your gift gallery. So I do it so it simplifies, makes it simple, putting it up there. And then let's say you don't get it with one person doing it. Then you just redo the gift until you get the amount you need from one person. And then you just do the next gift and the next gift. I like to do the shortest to the highest. The highest was there for my last time that never completed it. So I just go into my lower ones. Just as a kindness, because some people can do the lower ones because they don't have a lot of coin, and I don't want people to break their bank or their financial system that have to give me gifts or others. That's up to you. I don't want to do that to people. People don't deserve that. Yeah. So premonition, I've quantum entangled. I've had, so think of Sam and Quantum Leap. That's basically me, but not me. It is a trip. So yeah, it's a trip. Yes, it is. So basically what it is I quantum entangled in when I sleep. I waked up and other people saw through their eyes and was them. But I wasn't like, I don't have the help like the guy in Sam in Quantum Leap did, the original Quantum Leap, not the new one with the Asian guy that's the new Quantum Leap guy. I didn't watch all what he did. I might watch him just to see what their episodes, but I don't feel drawn to it for some reason. The older ones I did, and probably because of the name Sam. The newer one I don't feel drawn to him as much. But it's because I'm more into mystical stuff than going back in time through using technology to do that. So for me, I've done it. So I consider myself a possible Earth angel. I don't believe or disbelieve, but I've been told that I basically am. All sorts of stuff. What about John? Oh, it's cool. But anyway, lots of fun stuff. It says it's already started. Yeah, I get a John that comes from someone else's connection of a John, but I'm also related to a John. John is connected to my dad's dad, my grandpa.
Very much.
Very much, yeah. So this would be my dad's dad, my grandpa.
What color?
He's keeping. Now one of them are being funny. Hey, Sarah. So I get different connections, different awarenesses. You know what? It's weird because I had someone whisper the name Sarah to me a few nights ago, last week, saying my name, saying Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks for the heartbeat. Saying that who they are, like they were connecting. They said Sarah. Hey, Sarah. Yeah. So it was really strange. Strange. Does it res? You're welcome. Appreciate it. Yeah. I said all the time. Yeah, I did too. I have the whole season of Quantum Leap, the old one. Yeah, but I like things that are supporting veganism more than anything else. I love the new Oz, the Wicked shows, because they are pro-vegan. A lot of the information in it is pro-vegan. I love it. The new, like Wicked 1 and 2, they're both promoting it. Yes, but it's awesome. It made me happy that the Wicked Witch survived. But anyway, like she's still secretly around. She just had to leave society. But her leaving, she made the Good Witch make sure that the animals got freed. Best show in the
I heard you're going to Greg.
world ever. I love that show. I took my parents to it. I paid for their tickets. I went with my brother and my parents, and I even lost a bottle there. But I went there, and yep, for free. I paid for their ticket. We went to it for a Christmas present or for Freedom Day. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I celebrate Freedom Day because I want the turkeys and everybody to be liberated. I don't want to be thankful over a corpse on your plate. That's horrifying. And also what the natives and others were promoted and land being taken from. That's not what I'm for. I want to free all beings from exploitation, no matter who it is. As long as you do that, you support the empathy and compassion, you create more of that into the world. That's what I'm about. So I do a lot. Yes, I do a lot. Brazen Bull. Hey, how's it going? So Brazen Bull is connected to possible Metatron or Enoch version of being. He's awesome. Yes, they were. They're amazing movies. But yeah, Sarah, they brought your name or someone whispered your name to me. And I wondered if it was you, and then you showed up in my life today. But I think it's really funny. I don't know why, but it happened. They keep trying to talk about like soulmate and stuff, so I'm not saying that that's the case. But I've been trying to figure out things. But no, they said your name, or someone whispered and said, "I'm Sarah," or said Sarah to me when I was sleeping. And it woke me up a few times. I'm like, why is Sarah being represented? And it made me think of you because I know you're within the same different group movement that me and you are both a part of. But it's pretty cool that it's, and then you just came to my mind for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, Brazen Bull. But yeah, they keep saying, oh, friends? Martin. They said friends and Martin. Scarlet. What about Scarlet? This is very entertaining. What about Martin? What about a Scarlet? When I started. Saying something about when I started Friends. I love it. Yeah, I do a lot of healing focuses and frequencies because of sacred geometry connection. Pretty cool. And also I've learned that vibrations, when you take in fruits and of the garden, it's a better vibration for your body. There's a lot of studies on that. You just have to do your own research. Go to challenge22.com and look into that, and you can get health professionals and more to go vegan, and I recommend that as well. Mm-hmm. This is beet juice and tart cherry. And it's good for blood flow and breathing, focus, and muscle to help. Yeah.
In the name of death.
In the name of unalignment. Oh boy. To help. What do you call in the angel of unalignment here? Mostly. In the name of unalignment. Oh boy. Oh nice. That's helpful. It is, Sarah. I'm also trying to get that moringa, and I like to promote certain products that go towards veganism. Anything that is supply and demand. So I just got some from someone that is selling that on TikTok, a friend that comes in here, but she's not in here right now that I'm aware of. She's been busy because they took away things that she had, and then she's back. Jenster, I'm following you, by the way, because you've been very nice. Okay, so user, you haven't told me who you are and why you're still here. So I'm going to let you be liberated. Have fun. Sorry, I just have to set boundaries. So when someone doesn't respond or when they have a weird account, I just block them.
Stanley.
Okay, I don't do that with everybody. I just do that for safety. I was in a cult system, so I have to stay away from any form of trickery people that could be connected to that I left years ago. They still try to secretly follow me or get others to. It's hilarious. Yep. But I know people that are in it that are still okay. You just gotta be careful. Okay, so chatty. You're not very chatty and you have no picture. Would you like to tell me why you're here? I don't just block people. I like to know who they are first, and you have no bio. So I keep getting different people that keep coming in. Got to make sure they're not a bot. I like to have full communication with people that come in. Thank you, Sarah. But Sarah, they keep saying something. They claim that Sarah could be my soulmate. I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying that this is making me laugh. But I don't know if you're with someone or not. But I'm in Utah. I'm in Bountiful, Utah. But I'm a holistic vegan and I'm in government housing as well. The church. Oh, they're saying that it's someone in the church? I think Chatty is from the church. They're claiming that Chatty is from the church that I left. What? Kind of. They're claiming that that person could be. Okay, Chatty, you're not saying anything. Do you want to claim that you're a real person and say something? To go to this one.
They killed him.
They unalived someone. They unalived who? Read a book. They said they unalived. Sometimes I supposedly get animals that come in, and they are sentient, and they claim that stuff happens to them, and they like me because I'm standing up for them. I don't believe or disbelieve in this. This is for entertainment, but I question everything, but there's something to it. I've seen some crazy stuff. Hit.
It's not Sam.
It's not Sam. What's that?
I married left.
Okay, Chatty. You're not responding. So I'm going to liberate you. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, I just have to block for safety protocol. Some people will like screenshot and pretend to be something that they're not, and so I just block it immediately. Good show. U.S. Yeah, I'm in the U.S. I'm in Bountiful, Utah. But I know people in Canada that are good people. Talked to people in Canada that I told them about veganism, and I hope they went vegan. She was a mother, a single mom. So I know some others. They know me from basically from Telegram and other places, because I'm not just here on TikTok. I've been on other channels. It's in your place. Right now, I don't know. They said a little breath. Where did I put the light bulb thingy? Honestly, the AC, I would say it's probably 75, 70 something. It was 75 the last time it feels a little cooler right now because the sun is going down. So I think it is going to go down. So I do feel a little cooler. So I think it's starting to cool down a little bit, but it was at 75. I think at the window it was like 78, maybe 80. It's always like 2 to 3 degrees above what the wall says when it's not working. My neighbor claimed that they fixed the boiler, but then they didn't. So they fixed the boiler downstairs, and then something happened. So I don't know what occurred, but they said that they fixed the boiler and that it should be good now and not too cold or too hot. But now it's been like crazy. And I don't trust that neighbor because she plays both sides. But they were affecting her. She claims he yelled at them and called them and got mad at them, and that she's holding the whole apartment, like standing up for everybody because she thinks she's the only one talking to them. I said, no, I talked to them. I've tried. I've talked to my doctors and told them, and they're the ones that are correcting things. They're the only ones that have been correcting things for me, but I've been trying to do it for the whole building. And so, but you can only really take care of you. You can't speak for everybody else unless they want you to. And I've told my doctors that they have asked me to be an advocate to them. So I've been my own advocate for some of my neighbors, but none of them have always fully noticed that or respected that when I have. Even though they did tell me to. They said, if you can do it, tell me. If you're able to, tell me. I even told them that they put hidden cameras in the smoke detectors, which violates privacy laws, and I've stood up against that too. And I've outed that to the medical industry to them because it's violating privacy laws. They even said it to me. They said that violates privacy laws. I said, well, there you go. And you're for do no harm, so do the right thing. Be aware that this is affecting our health and other safety. And so she's like, oh, okay. So because it does, and they consider that a safety, healthy precaution, then they can do something on their side. And then they said, well, did you try talking to them? And I said, I have, but they won't do anything, and it's affecting my health. I tried calling the police. They won't do anything. They just told me to take down the smoke detector if I filled their cameras. But then I don't feel comfortable doing that. But then I told it to others. Now I've even been told by the boss guy to do the same. He said, if you feel like that's happening, and he whispered it to me. But it's HUD that's doing these problems. They're causing it. So HUD, the state, HUD system, they're the ones causing these problems. The people working for HUD, they're just following orders, which still violates laws. And you can actually take them to court for that if you can prove and get someone to subpoena them and then prove it. So I've been getting the medical industries to do it. That felt deceptive. I've been getting medicals and getting proof, and they said that they're going to do an investigation, so I don't have to. And because of how many people have passed away in the last 7 years, or 10 years, 10 years, 7 people have passed in the last 10 years. Yep. And some people even left, and some people tried to complain that their health and other things were being affected, and they're doing stuff to them, and then they got kicked out for speaking out. So luckily they got kicked out so they wouldn't get hurt anymore. But some people can't survive off of that, and even then they had to go to a shelter, and they had to get the local church and they were willing to help them. But the church doesn't want to help me. They don't like me. Some of the members are okay with it, but they're not supposed to be messing with me, and they're part of the problem. They're allowing this to continue this way, and they're working with the housing people, ignoring these abuses. And they said we had to do it. No, that's called violating people's unable rights. You don't have to hurt people under command by reason of conscience in the constitutional law, spirits. That also violates, and that's civil disobedience. Civil disobedience laws violates that in the First Amendment. So you can actually do that, and then anybody involved to those secret things, others can do it for me. I don't have to, because it's a constitutional law thing. And other things, yeah, she's part of it. I know. I'm aware. That person down below is part of the problem. She plays both sides, but yeah, she's part of it too. So her and the one in front of me, they're both working secretly for housing. Yep. Yeah, they warned me about the basement of the lady. They said, be careful of those 2 ladies. I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. But she's keeps to herself, and I keep to myself. But no, she's cult mindset in her own mind. She's not part of the church necessarily, but she hangs out with people that are. And she smokes. I don't smoke. Others, a lot of the smokers hang out with each other and gossip and talk, but they're not part of the other gossip smoke people that are. Some of them are religious and that. It's nuts here in Utah. The way that the cult mindset is within the church and out of the church. It's whatever opportunities they can get out of it, and more smokes they can get out of it, and more things they can get out of it. That's why they do it. It's a horrible system, but it's part of their gameplay. But I caught on to it. They warned me about it. They say basement holds darkness. And I'm like, yeah, I caught on to that. Even the person before her was Mormony, and she would act like she couldn't hear. And then I hear her noticing she was scary. She would like all of a sudden see me, notice me, as if she does hear and notice. I'm like, what in the crap? She's got super awareness. And she was part of the cult that I left. The new one, she's supposedly isn't, but she kind of plays both sides.
Okay.
Freaky.
Nine all.
Yeah. It's 5:02. Okay. So if everybody would like me to, I'm going to drop this live free stream. I'm going to pull it back up. Please come back. I'm going to do the Twilight live. Yes. They're excited because Twilight Live is 18 plus. Okay. So what it is I drop that live stream and then I switch it over to that. So I'm going to do the two separate live streams. I usually do this one earlier, but today. Now, before I go, I want to thank everybody for the 36.8K for this live stream. I'm being summoned to the kitchen. Nice to meet you. Jester, thanks for coming in. Bless you. Okay, I'll be here. I'm going to drop the live and then pull it back up to the Twilight, but I have to put it 18 plus because they do get spicy. They get crazy for the Twilight. You never know. And they get excited. They love it. So we're going to drop this one. I'm going to pull this one. This one is I can do affirmation cards, and I can do and I can do that here too, but affirmation cards and oracle, and I do those. Right now I got to post some oracles and stuff. So if anybody wants me to do oracle, I can. They're longer, but I want to post the other ones first, preferably, but it's going to take some time within the next week to post them all. And then I'm going to shuffle them all up, and then we can do them again. But we don't have to. I can shuffle the ones that already are able to be shuffled and just don't mess with the other ones that have already been pulled recently and go from there. But I do have some. But the affirmation card ones, they're still good. They're still here. So we still have some. And I can shuffle the other ones and do them. Anyway, so here we go. Bless you all. I'm going to head out. And then I'll pull it back up for the Twilight. See you soon. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Diane, and everybody. Oh, 369K. Awesome. We'll do the frequency when I start the new live. To honor that 396, to honor the 369. Here we go.
I'm with my children.
You're with your children? Okay, everybody on YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to end this one, and we're going to switch. We're going to switch this background, and we'll be on the Twilight. And one of them said, meet you there, smoke. Oh, could be one of my neighbors coming from the basement, coming through the box, some of her energies. Yeah, let's do it. We'll do it. Oh, yeah, let's do that. So it's 5:05 p.m. Mountain Time. Pretty hard.
It's nearest.
Fifth of all, yeah, it's nearest to me. Let's get going. So 5:05 p.m. It's December 10th, 2025. It's also the fourth month and the first day of the 2018 Ethiopian calendar. Bless you all. Take care.
Kevin.